Hey, welcome to the DB channel. Today we do have another One Piece game in the round 3 qualifier. It will be the top 8 game this time. It will be the kit with the film cards, the film Luffy, film Usopp against the classic Kaido. Now, which will actually take the W here today. We don't see anything going on for each player's turn 1, but the second turn he does swing with the Kaido leader and the kit leader. It's going to go for the on curve stage card, which allows him to go to the 4th Dawn and subsequently improving his game given that he can no longer minus Dawn too hard. Now the kit will swing itself at the Kaido leader as well. Let's actually block it with the Jack there for just 1k guard. And we do see the 4 Dawn play coming down with the Brook, which allows him to play one film character card. He does play the Nami, but Nami does require 1 cost to achieve such a top 3, so that's unfortunate for him. Just gonna pass the turn like that. He does have 6 Dawn here, and this 6 Dawn, it just means that the King is coming down if he does have it, and this will be a very strong play as the kid actually eat another attack from the Kaido leader, and you do see the on curve King there. And he does actually have the stage as well to make sure he doesn't minus any further Dawn, which will definitely hinder his gameplay. Now basically the Nami is dead because Nami does allow you to search for that resources in the deck, which is definitely very annoying, and he's very smart to actually use the King to actually snap it off. And we do see the Kid and the Brook dealing damage without any Dawn attachment, and with 4 Dawn he does go for another Brook, which will allow him to call the other Nami from his hand, which now he can actually use the 1 cost to actually look at top 3. He does pick up the Monkey D Luffy, which is basically a very big blocker for 7k. And just gonna pass the turn like that, I believe. Yes, he does pass the turn, and we do go to 8 Dawn here for the right player. And does actually reset. He does use the King to actually kill off the Brook because it's definitely annoying to have multiple pokes against the Kaido player. It does actually use 6 Dawn here. Do we see another potential King? And that will be very sick if he does so. It looks like he does actually set up for another King there, and especially with the stage, he doesn't minus any further Dawn, and the Nami just go pop again. And with the Kaido swinging the kid, he does force to guard, because if he does go down to 2 life, he'll be in the danger zone, especially against 2 King on the field, which is definitely very hard for the green player to actually kill it off. He does actually go to 8 Dawn here finally. He's going to use the Brook to swing at the leader. And it's going to be countered by the Hell's Judgment, which is definitely a new event card released in OP02, which allow you to minus 1 Dawn for that cost of 2 to actually minus 3k on 2 characters or leaders, which is definitely very sick, especially it stops 2 attack in this turn, but does come down the Monkey D Luffy, which allows you to counter Usopp, which is Vanillas, and basically that's how the film cards actually works in Kid. You basically get very raw bodies, which is definitely very annoying for the right opponent. However, he's fighting against the Kaido, which does have the on-curve stage, on-curve King. So can you imagine if it's any other deck, those Namis will be surviving and they can actually be swinging, gaining more resources for the Kid leader. Now we do see Kaido swing at the Kid for just 5k. It's going to be easily blocked by the Monkey D Luffy. It looks like the right player is baiting some sort of way because he does have 9 Dawn in this turn. He's going to use all 9 of them, and we do know what's up. It's basically the Rush Kaido from the ST. It's going to allow him to actually pop the Usopp, and of course using the stage, he's just going to minus 4 Dawn there, so it's going to go to 5 Dawn here. However, with the Monkey D Luffy actually being rested, it allows him to be rushed down by the Kaido, and this completely eliminate all the fields from the opponent. And this kid is definitely suffering here because he's facing against 2 Kings, 1 Kaido with 2 life, and a total of 7 on the next turn. Ooh, this is definitely not looking good, but it does pick up the repel from the top 5 thanks to Bonnie. He's going to attach 1 Dawn to swing at the opponent's leader, and it's very easily guarded by the X-Drake. It looks like he does use the Kid leader skill to just attempt to swing again, pushing down further life. And he does eat it, pushing down to 2, but because 2 life isn't exactly in the lethal zone against the Kid, because Kid usually wants you to be at 1 life before he starts swinging with his leader, attaching 7 Dawn at least, causing a lot of trouble, but because he's at 2, he's definitely in a very healthy state. I'm going to use the Kaido leader to actually swing at the Bonnie. The Bonnie does absorb 1 hit. The King, however, is going to absorb or rather be taken, putting it down to 1. The other King will also be attacking for 3k guard. And it looks like it doesn't have it, it does 8 to 0. And he's going to attach all 7 Dawn under the Kaido. It's going to swing for 17k here. Will he be able to guard it? He does use Repel, which is basically a 4k counter, which allows him to, restand one of the rested Dawn. And it looks like he does have other cards in his hand. He's going to go for the second Repel. He does need a total of 13k counter. It looks like he does have the Punk Gibson in hand, and he just needs 1k more from hand. But however, there was a mistake from the player. Basically what happens is that the player actually mistook that the opponent is swinging for a higher number, so he does actually throw the whole hand to guard. So there was a bit of confused game state here, but however, because the Kaido does have 2 life and outside of the Kid Lethal Zone, he actually does concede in the end. So this is the top 8 Kaido deck list if you guys are interested in. And this is the interesting film Kid deck list if you guys are interested in as well. Now thank you guys for watching till the end, and do consider subscribing, dropping a like and a comment if you guys do enjoy this content.